Okay, this is the front door. Hello. And of course we're missing our ceiling over here. We're missing some of our sheathing over here. We're missing our windows over our front door. The sheathing has been a little bit over stapled right there, but it looks like it's, for the most part, it's fine. It's going parallel with the framing structures, reasonably well parallel with the framing structures. I like to point out the good things, but all these penetrations have compromised the vapor barrier. And just like we put tape here, if you go online and watch some YouTube videos, you'll learn that these penetrations should also be sealed. Behind this sheathing, we're going to find some windows installed inside out in the other room. I don't know what that's about. This sheathing tape comes with instructions. It's supposed to be, they call it rolled. If you went to art school, it's called burnished. Just another set of hands needs to go all the way around this and tape up all these penetrations and make sure this tape is done right. This tape is missing from these windows. These windows are not finished, they're not flash. This window only has 5 screws in it. And I'm going to do a little bit of research for energy-wise, earth-wise, windows and doors, manufactured by Synergy. And I'm going to find out what the manufacturer has to say about that. Some of these flashing plates are warped pretty bad. Looks like they've been abused a little bit. These windows are installed inside out. You have to put a ladder up there and jump up there and change the windows. Across here we don't have any insulated sheathing. It's probably because we've got framing back here. That probably wasn't a horrible call. No. We should have insulated sheathing up this corner, covering this, and then tape on it as well. This job, parts of this job, looks like it just got away from somebody. Like, I don't know. We're going to talk about that a little bit, but these little cornice details, they're open there, they're open there, other places, and I'm not through talking about them. I'm not. And I'm not going to paint all this up because I don't have that much paint. Jeez. Okay, right up here. Okay, that's an OSB band board. Alright. And well, they just cut the bejesus out of it on the stress side. That's why they have a couple bathtubs up here. Man. You know, the code inspector is a human being. He is approachable. You can call the code inspector and ask him for his word on that. Either him or an engineer. Him or an engineer. But somebody needs to, be accountable for that. It's just, well, all of this really, but that these are the main sewer cleanouts. They're on the west side of the home. I'm not sure where the water's coming in yet. Okay, this is a post-tension slab house. Post-tension slab. And see how the tension ends are sealed? We have an open tension end right here. An open tension end, check that out. And see if I can get a picture of it. You can see my method. This is the way I usually do it. Don't you want to see how I work? Everybody wants to see how I work. Some people don't believe I work, so I gotta prove myself. They post open. Alright. And then I need notes. I don't want to forget about it. So, here we go. Exposed tension cable end on west side of the living space. Moving along. We've got 2 water heaters here. But all this tape around this water heater, look at this. All this tape is just a mess. It's just a mess. That window's installed inside out. And it's not flash. There's no pan flashing in it. All this tape. Look at this tape. I don't know if this is the dining area or the breakfast area. I'm not quite sure how the floor plan works exactly, but these windows are installed inside out. I thought this house might have been locked up when I got here. It's got locks on the doors. You know what? I wouldn't have had any trouble. No flashing tape around the outside. And also that corner, that's another one. You think that corner's marginal? Now, speaking of corners, see the corner of the fascia right up there? See how it's all exposed? These are the only two areas I've noticed that we have. So, why is that? I mean, I see houses that don't have the corner flashing. I've seen, you know, but these two corners are the only place around the whole house that have it. Is that a problem, or is that a good thing? Are these supposed to come off? Are we supposed to put more on? Inquiring minds want to know. I like to see this stands underneath the patio columns. Boy, howdy! I tell you what, you wouldn't believe how rare that is. Is this the way they plan on fixing the flashing? The structural sheathing up here? Is that it? That's considered a repair? So get up there, fill up, and stick some tape on it. We're going to the beer store. Oh, Doug, man, you're so fast. I know. I'm getting a raise next week. I'm the fastest guy in the shop. Is that the way it works? I like beer too. Look at this. I like beer too. But I don't leave my flashing all jacked up like that. I can't write jacked up in the report. I apologize. I'm feeling kind of randy. I should settle down a little bit. I get it. I get carried away. We're missing our sheathing all underneath here. And usually this is on the interior side, but it was just so easy. But that anchor bolt right there, okay, the anchor bolt right there, okay, it doesn't have a nut on it. It doesn't have a nut, no washer on it like that. It's just sitting up there. Gravity's holding it. These little nails won't hold it. These little nails held it in place while they, you know, got some work done, but this is what keeps your house from getting blown away. Alright. Going along. Again, details. Oh, there's another flashing corner. Right there. Three of them. How about that? But I don't have one up here. How come I don't have one up there? I got one over here, and I don't have one over here. Or is that a shadow I'm looking at? No, I got them on some of the corners. I got carried away. Some of the corners have them. Some of the corners don't have them. Why is that? You got favorite corners? Is that what it is? Then our flashing tapes are missing from between the sheathing all up around here. And that corner too. And we're going to be looking for kick-out flashing. Let's see if I can find a better example. This is probably a good example. I tell you what, this is not a standard one, but right there. Oh, you do have one right there. How about that? That's kind of nice. I found some kick-out flashing. I was kind of saving that for the end a little bit when I got some other things, some cornices and stuff I wanted to talk about. Again, tape. I guess this board hanging off of here is for the masonry people, bricklayers. If this is going to be brick, if this is going to be a brick exterior siding, there are no brick ties. Brick ties have not been installed. Continuous soffit vents. For the attic video, remember the attic video when I didn't, you know, I suspected. Well, I was right this time. Gas enters the east side of the house. Electricity enters the east side of the house. Or sheathing short up here. There's some details around the window, huh? Is that crazy? These windows are installed inside out. Just so you know. Coming on along. And I never know where to put this. You know what? I'm going to do a separate one. Coming on along. Missing our flashing tape. Now over here, we got header boards. And OSB, okay. It's part of my process. Better if I kind of, incomplete around this window. That window's missing. Now here we're coming. Oh, here we go. Some corners have got corner flashing on them, and some of them don't. So these details are kind of called cornices, and we want to seal those up. All right, that only makes sense. Really? Is that the way we're going to do that? Is that the way we're going to seal this up? You think that's going to hold water? You think that's going to keep water out of your walls? I don't think it's going to keep you water out of your walls at all. Missing our flashing tape right here on the seams. It's kind of wide right here, huh? Kind of wide. They just didn't have enough. They didn't have enough panels. I don't know. And then we don't have the tape on the outside. Coming along, we're missing a window up there, and then we've got this corner. Okay, it's all coming loose and doesn't have the flashing tape on it. Anywhere the wall intersects with the plane of the roof, perpendicular, there should be kick-out flashing, not just here, in several areas around. This is part of the speech I was waiting for. I wanted to talk to you about the cornices, and I want to talk to you about kick-out flashing. So when I come back for the final inspection, I'm going to be looking for kick-out flashing to come out to divert the water off so the water doesn't drain down the wall. That's what I'm going to be looking for. No flashing around the windows. Like I said, I don't have enough pink paint for all of this. Nice little hole over there. They're going to put a bunch of strips of tape underneath that. Okay, that's a gutter flashing. That holds when the brick goes on top of that, and any water gets behind the brick walls. It's just going to run right in there, I guess.